'Tis the season. HelloNexus is gonna be filling in for Santa this year. You feel me? The nigga had a little incident at the North Pole, so this year you guys get Atlanta Claus. That's me. It's me, Atlanta Claus. Yo, did they also have you guys singing these bangers in elementary school?
I got a hunch that it's gonna be a nice Christmas this year, yeah.
In my Halloween video, I talked about how Halloween as a holiday started out ass for me, right? But got infinitely better the older I got. Well, Christmas is kind of the exact opposite. I can't lie. If we were in the Polar Express, my ass is not hearing that bell jingle. I'm sorry. This world beat the Christmas cheer out of me, dog. Not even though. This holiday did just get worse. And I know for a fact, I am not the only one who thinks this. But I know how to fix this. I know how to mend this aching wound. Atlanta Claus got an idea. Let's look at holiday specials! Come on, what else did you think we was gonna do? Come on, what else did you think was planned? Like actually celebrating this shit? Come on, let's go! Foster's home for imaginary friends is one of many staples of my childhood. If you watched the show as a kid, please tell me you also came up with your own Foster's OCs. Please tell me I'm not weird. Slick, I had like 6 of them things, bro. I had like 6 different OCs. I can't even lie to you. That's okay. You're supposed to have OCs as a kid, bro. You're supposed to have OCs now. Look, don't let anybody kill your imagination. Look, Atlanta Claus is dropping gems all video. Come on. I really just couldn't help but make OCs for every piece of media I consumed as a kid. Foster's was also set up perfectly for it too, you feel me? But dog, growing up, I loved this cast. We had Spider-Man playing the main character and everything too. I think it's fitting we start with this special cause Mac is going through a bit of a rut. Man's is excited as cause it's Christmas Eve and shit is lit. Santa just pulled up to the crib and him and Blue are hype, of course. But then another Santa pulls up and then another. And turns out these are all imaginary friends that get spawned in this time of year. So this basically eviscerates Mac's whole Christmas spirit because this Santa's not real, bro. There's like 16 of them in this crib. And Blue starts tweaking because this means he's not getting shit. But he's trying to do everything in his power to change that. He sends Wilt on a voyage to space, gets Ed stuck in a chimney, he even pulls up on Harriman dressed as J. Cole. Mac is praying to Santa for signs, dog. His faith is withering. The one sign he asked for is some underwear. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. He's devastated. He does, however, get a bunch of other cool shit. Everything he actually asked for, in fact. But he don't care. His fate is destroyed. Then he pulls up on the Foster's crib and turns out Mac's prayers were answered. He came. The God of Christmas blessed all of these except Blue. That damn near ruined everything, so he got Cole. So the joy of Christmas was returned to the Foster's home. Turns out I actually really missed this show. And I haven't really watched it since I was a kid, which is crazy. Like, I didn't even go back and watch like a couple episodes, you feel me? This is the first time I watched this show in a minute. You know how when you get older, you start noticing different aspects of these shows that you grew up with that were like normally targeted for the youth? You feel me? Like those adult type, not even innuendos, but those adult moments where it's like, it's not really meant for the youngins, you feel me? That's exactly what happened to me here. Mac was talking about how like Santa Claus, you feel me, logistically just doesn't work and how he was stupid for ever believing it. And like I was like, damn. Yeah. Also, every time I hear Mac talk, I can't help but think about this Spidey, bro. I'm sorry. Anyway, next special. This next special comes from a show I didn't watch a whole lot of growing up, you know, a few episodes here and there, enough to understand the basic plot, how the characters work, all their interpersonal relationships and all that, you feel me? Invader Zim. You feel me? We got Zim and Gur in a building. What are they about to get into today? This whole special is like one of those 5 short Greybles from Adventure Time, but like Zim instead. So yeah, Zim is discovering what this holiday is all about and he immediately gets to plotting. This is a grimy dude. So boom, he sees hella random Santas all over the streets of whatever city this takes place in. So it's a bunch of random Santas all over the streets of Atlanta, and the first thing that comes to his mind is, that's an easy lick. So he kidnaps a random Santa, makes a weird amalgamation Santa, and enslaves the entire population with the power of Christmas magic. Dib is like, oh hell no, I have to stop this nigga. But he gets caught. You know, Zim is a pretty intelligent dude, so Dib gets caught. But we also learn that his dad hates Santa and wants nothing more than to end the existence of Santa Claus. Me personally, I don't think you would have as big a problem with Atlanta Claus, but hey, that's just me. Literally.
Bars.
I think this show is kind of interesting for having such weird, morally ambiguous characters. Well, like, our main character clearly wants to invade the planet and all that, but the antagonists, who are the good guys, question mark, are trying to stop him. But anyway, the special ends up turning into a kaiju battle that ends in a kinda W for Zim. He loses control of the weird amalgam Santa, whom he was also wearing this whole time, and Dib and Zim team up to defeat the nigga, but they both kinda lose in the end because Dib just murders Santa in front of all these people, so they don't fuck with him. And Zim, I don't know, he throwing shrimp at them or something. My time with Powerpuff Girls is low-key all over the place, TBH. I watched like maybe 3 episodes total of the original series, right? But Powerpuff Girls Z, I was on that I have no idea how it aged though, but I'm sure it's still a fire experience. But today we're looking at the OG show's Christmas special. I keep seeing clips of the show on the Bird app, and it's making me wish I watched more of it in my youth.
Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident too.
Buttercup was always my favorite as a kid, but I feel like adult me fucks with Bubbles more now. Shout out all the airheaded characters in fiction. Anyway, let's get into the special.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Wow, so I could not find this special anywhere, so maybe next year. Maybe next year. Next up is a true classic, a true GOAT, a true ghost, if you will. Grin emoji. Danny Phantom! This is a show I consumed a lot as a kid. I kind of want to rewatch large chunks of it though, because I don't remember how any of the major plots concluded for real. This was a show with such a fire cast too. But what's Danny got going on during the holidays? Alright, first of all, I completely did not process how weird this nigga Tucker is when I watched this as a kid.
What else can you do after hours?
No. Off rip, this nigga immediately is trying to mac on strangers at the mall with mistletoe. But basically, everyone's frolicking in the spirit of the holidays. Sam is happy, Tucker's strange but happy, and Danny, not so much. Danny being a little Scrooge this whole episode because his parents have ruined Christmas for him since his literal inception, which is crazy. His dad is pro Santa and his mom is pro this nigga not real. And because of this whole, you feel me, divide in ideology, if you will, these niggas have been arguing about it every single year. So Danny hates the whole season now, he hates the holiday cheer, all of the above. So he's trying to blow off steam in a ghost world, and he's just being a dickhead for the entirety of this special, low-key, because he destroys this random dude's book of bars, which would turn out to be the biggest mistake of his life. Not his life. It's probably not his life. Biggest mistake of his night. You feel me? Turns out this wasn't just a normal guy. This nigga's name is the Ghostwriter. The villain of this episode is literally Quentin Miller, bruh. So this dude basically traps everyone in a poem-like state where everybody's talking in rhymes. Danny's being blamed for ruining Christmas. It's a bit of a jump, I know. But the Ghostwriter starts actively destroying taking his presents, being a general nuisance, and making it look like it was all Danny's fault. And it kind of works, because Danny's already been very vocal about hating this whole holiday, and the only way for him to break this curse is to learn his lesson and find his Christmas cheer. I'm sensing a bit of a theme in these specials here. Long story short, the Sinister Six pull up on him, but even his enemies fuck with Christmas, so they got a little temporary truce and all that. And they end up helping him restore the city, town, question mark, back to its Christmassy spirit, and niggas live happily ever after. Anyway, shout out Danny Phantom, but creators pretty weird. Look, I feel like it's only right that I bring up regular show in all of these videos about specials. It just makes sense. Regular show gonna do it every time. This show easily has my favorite depiction of Santa. They also have like hella Christmas specials, so you know what that mean, right? Next year we got hella ammo. Anyway though, let's just jump into it. You feel me? Let's just jump into it. Frame 1, Santa gets shot. It's not our normal Santa either. This a Santa that stand on business. Just look at him, bruh. He did just get shot though, so he needs the partner's help to stop his top op from quite literally destroying Christmas forever. This evil elf dude basically created the Dragon Balls, but in a box, and low-key way more cracked. Only catch is that it corrupts the minds of those who use it, so naturally, Santa's like, hell nah, we not finna use this. But this is the elf man's life work, so he's like, f you, this is my dream, my ambition, my hopes, my will, my everything. I can't keep calling him Elfman for the duration of this video or this section of the video. I can't do that. I gotta give him at least a little bit of respect. You feel me? This is the antagonist. He has a name. Let's use it. Now, what is his name is a question. You feel me? Quilfin, Quill, something. Quilgan. So Park Gang agrees to help destroy the MacGuffin box, but the only way to do so is by disposing of it in lava. You know, dark magic you feel me? I wouldn't really like expect you guys to know about all that. You feel me? That's more of like a Santa / Atlanta Claus level of like duty. You feel me? Like, it's okay for you to not understand this. You feel me? Like, that's just like, this just me. Like, Santa really put me in charge of this. Feel me? Because this nigga know I stand on business and shit, you feel me? You think by the time this video comes out, that's gonna be like corny as to say? I hope not. I really hope not. Damn. I really might take over for the big man every year, but hey, look, we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm saying too much now. You feel me? Like, I don't wanna say I'm the like top protege, but let's just get back to the special. So the Park Gang gotta enlist the help of their top ops in order to destroy this box, cause they just happen to have a volcanic pit underground. We don't really question how works in this world, you feel me? But they gotta go through hella trials and tribulations in order to get to this volcano, dog. Muscle Man almost dies, Benson almost dies, Pops almost dies. Really, they all almost die. This nigga Pops wrestled a whole bear, bruh. His X gene had to have awakened during this battle, cause there's simply no way. But they finally make it to the magma pit, and Quilgan's ready to catch another body, bruh. This man does not care. He put Santa in a body bag frame 1 of this episode. He clearly on timing. But turns out Santa is in fact not dead. Before getting shot, he thought ahead. Bars. He got himself a little bulletproof vest. The raging 6-pack probably would have blocked the bullets too, but so they finally get the Super MacGuffin box down the lava pit, but niggas is just not ready to give up on it. Quilgan literally crashes out trying to get this box back, and Christmas is saved. I wonder how many people throughout this series our main cast is murdered low-key. I'm 1000% sure these niggas have a body count. Oh yeah, also Thomas was here this whole time. Thomas is really the Vivi of this show. He stayed with them for a super extended period of time and witnessed some key moments, but deep down in my heart, he's always going to be main cast. Out of all the specials we looked at so far, regular show has easily done the whole saving Christmas thing the best. Let's take a quick little intermission to talk about some honorable mentions. Tell me you remember Grandma got run over by a reindeer. TBH, the only thing I remember about this special / movie is the title, the song, and that somebody Granny gets run over. But Granny gets better, I assume. That would be kind of insane if Santa just killed somebody grandma. Another honorable mention is, of course, Steven the God. We get a nice little Greg and baby Steven flashback. Greg on a single dash, stuck in a snowstorm with Steven. He misses his wife. But yeah, I got a lot of love for this show. So much so that it's probably gonna get a video at some point. Who knows? I would say more about this episode, but it's low-key not a Christmas special at all. Like, it is Christmas, I think, if I remember correctly. And there's like a snowstorm and everything, but that's about it when it comes to the Christmasness of it all. You feel me? Like, this is mostly a lighthearted, really fun lore flashback type episode. I was gonna talk about Kids Next Door, but this starting to get a little long. So all I'm hearing is Santa Claus gonna have to come back next year. I think we learned a lot this time around though. I can feel it in the air. The Christmas cheer, the lights, the love, all of the above. Bars. You feel me? Like, I just, the Christmas cheer is you feel me? It's Christmas cheering. It's 4 a.m. while I'm recording this. Hey, look, maybe I should just replace Santa entirely. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, Cole said it best.
Yo, what's good? It's me, J. Cole. You remember that one time on that one song? I was like,
no Santa Claus no more to bring you Christmas cheer. Cause what he represents is really greed and the need to purchase from corporations that make a killing because they feed on the wallets of the poor who be knocking on their door every Black Friday just to get some shit they can't afford.
Message!
But with good old Santa Claus, you won't have to worry about any of that. I'm just saying. Just think about it. We could do a little poll. We could figure it all out. But until then, shout out holiday specials from our childhood.
Fantastic, better rip me at the plastic. Time to make it do a bad flick. You know some niggas who rapping on back, and I know that you know they can't match this. Gorilla on with the tactics. Oh shit, sunlight on the outfit. Young Nexus and young Prince. Can't get these niggas like knock this. Wait a minute. Katana might give you a facelift. Tired of waiting on placements. Tired of posting and wondering if a y'all nigga get any engagement.